What's up, YouTube? It's your boys again, back to with another video on this channel. As always, I'm the Rhino.
But
Today we're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about like actual wants, I guess you can say, and being like financially free and all that stuff. I know it's kind of like a quote unquote controversial topic, so we're just gonna give our our opinions on this topic. That's it. It's just our opinions. But yeah, that's about it. Um, my opinion, I think it's okay to have goals and try to meet them, to be honest. Like, I know people will say, oh, billionaires shouldn't exist and all that stuff, which is fine, I guess, because, but at the same time, it's kind of like you can't really tell how, you can't really force other people to live the way you want. Just saying.
I just say, I mean, everyone wants money, right?
Yeah.
So, regardless, some people are going to say money doesn't buy happiness. I think it kind of does. Um,
Oh, I agree with that too.
but with, like people say, how can I afford it? How am I able to afford it? The
Yeah.
question is how I can afford it. Um, I think I think this is a topic that I should have some of my financial friends that be in this episode. Maybe I will message them later and probably have them on the show.
Yeah.
Because I have friends that work in Charles Schwab, I have friends that work
Good.
at Chase, and I got friends that work at, you
Maybe
know,
we can do like a part two of
BlackRock and
this.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So probably with some guests in part two. I mean, I absolutely need a financial advisor too. I mean, I just
Yeah.
spent so freaking money this past couple of weeks, and yeah. So. Always look at the stocks every day. Stocks every day. I always look at some people believe in crypto. I mean, you and I talked about crypto in the past.
Yeah.
Um, I think crypto is the future.
Hmm.
I did a lot of research on it. I thought it was a scam. I mean, for all of you out there, just do your own research.
True.
Trust your instincts. It's like stocks. Stocks is a risk too.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not as much. I mean, I have friends that made hella money from stocks.
Myself
Um,
included.
Yeah, and so with that being said, just do your own research. I know it's kind of hard to do research nowadays because now it's like everyone talks on, YouTube. You always have to trust the right amount of people on crypto. The same thing with stocks.
Yeah.
Because, you know, last year I was scammed.
Mhm.
We did something on crypto. I mean, it wasn't on crypto like that. It wasn't on Bitcoin. It wasn't on Ethereum. It wasn't on Solana. It
Right.
was on Caspa. So I was doing a lot of research on Caspa. Caspa is good though, but there's some people that take advantage of it and then they make their own money. They all those people became millionaires or whatever.
Yeah,
And
like a pump and dump scheme kind of thing.
I don't think it's a scheme, because Ponzi's not. I mean, he's not alive anymore. But I probably would say just do your own. Still do your own research. And Caspa's up there. Caspa's on Coinbase now, so it's not like it's its own thing now.
Right.
And everything that goes in Coinbase is basically pretty good. Um, but you still have to do a lot of research. Right now, the safest bet is Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. Um, if you want to, you can maybe go to, the stocks, how they're at right now, and you can probably go into crypto and how they are right now as well. I think everything's kind of down, I believe.
Today, stock at least the stocks were down. I lost a grand almost on the stock market, so I'm a little pissed.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Um, and stuff. So, and I absolutely think the future jobs, I mean, if you want to make a lot of money, which is, I think the future jobs are going to make bank is cybersecurity.
I was gonna, yeah, I kind of agree with that because like everything, especially with the world. So just kind of give everyone in the audience back my little bit of background. I have a degree in mechanical engineering and I have an MBA. With that being said, 5 years ago when I or give or take 5 years ago when I graduated from grad school for my MBA, AI was just like, just starting out and
Yeah,
kind of slowly coming out in 2020, 2021. Now in 2025, almost 2026, AI is pretty like almost, I don't want to say ingrained, but almost ingrained in today's society. With that being said, people are asking ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever various questions.
ask a girlfriend how
Yeah,
to do, financial advices, what
exactly.
to for homework too.
Like,
But I mean, there's always been artificial intelligence. There's always been AI. It's just not
yeah,
as it is like it is now back then.
yeah,
Because you play video games, it's AI. You
yeah,
control some things also, like maybe the stoplight or whatever. That's maybe controlled by AI as well. So I
yeah,
believe, it's just getting stronger, 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 stronger. And I believe we're almost getting closer to Star Wars, just because, the Teslas are taking their humanoid robots, which is in Star
yeah,
Wars are called droids. And I just hope I hope we get their hover cars, like
yeah.
phew, 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 phew.
Yeah,
But
no, like literally,
it's
yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I was up in San Francisco just for work. Took a Waymo for the first
should
time
have should
ever.
have hit me up. Oh, speaking about Waymo, I know someone. Finish your story and then I'll talk about that.
So like I took a Waymo for the first time like ever in San Francisco. And by the way, I should have hit you up, but it was kind of like a work thing. I was only there for work. But like with that being said, Waymo's like, I'm going from point A to point B. I'm like, holy shit, this could be hacked. And like going back to what you said earlier about cybersecurity and AI and like Waymo and so for someone like me who worked at Stanford on the Zoox project, if you know, you know, the Zoox is basically the rival. I don't want to say a rival, but one of the rivals to Waymo, essentially.
I don't think Cruz is there much anymore.
What's that?
It was Cruz, right?
No, I said Zoox.
Jeez, okay, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Zoox is
Um,
a rival to Waymo. I don't know the exact details of how big they are, but I've actually,
I think they're just starting as well.
yeah,
'Cause I haven't seen them because I always go to San Francisco. I've been to Waymo, let's see, several times, when
yeah,
I've gone out, took a girl in there.
yeah. So like,
But it's just like when I went with the girl in there, she was kind of scared of being a Waymo. I was like, "Don't be scared. I trust it." But at the same time, it's just like it's just how the meme "You can't see me" from John Cena
yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like, hey, John Cena's driving, so basically, just making it as a joke. So it's just I find it fascinating because now we have cars. People nowadays, if you show like other countries, like these self-driveless cars, right? You're gonna think it's not real life. Some countries they're gonna not believe it, but
yeah,
now they're starting to believe because now Waymo, especially here in California, even though like Waymo was just San Francisco at one point, now they're going all over.
yeah,
So in their headquarters, I believe in Mountain View. And so they were basically just in SF for
yeah,
maybe like three last years, or maybe more, 3 or 4, maybe even 5.
yeah. They've been
Um,
in San Francisco exclusively for a while.
yeah. And then I started to, sometimes it pisses me off when you're behind them, they don't move. But
True.
it's that's gonna become a hassle when it goes to down to Palo Alto, down to San Jose,
Yeah,
and maybe I believe Los Angeles has it too.
yeah.
I
So
believe they're trying to.
basically, LA, Phoenix, the peninsula, basically.
Yeah. So it's interesting. And honestly, I think if Waymo does well, they could do so much that they probably become in the trillions in companies in terms of AI,
Yeah,
self-driving cars. I think it might overtake Uber. I think it might
I
overtake
think
Lyft.
I thought I heard Uber get into it.
Or Uber can buy it,
No, oh, wow.
or or things like that. Because nowadays everything's business, right? I'm just saying that could happen. It could happen in the future. Maybe the other way
I
around.
think
Maybe Waymo buys Uber and or
well,
etc. Only time will tell.
what I've heard, and I could be absolutely wrong when I say this, excuse me, is that Waymo's, I think, owned by Google
Right.
already.
Yeah. They're
And
owned by Google, right? Yeah.
yeah, and I think Uber is doing a joint venture or somehow using, I heard, I don't know, again, not sure, entirely sure on this. I heard
Yeah.
like Uber and Zoox are trying, or Uber and Waymo are trying to combine and like do something like together or something like that.
Right.
That's what I heard. I could be, again, absolutely, could be absolutely totally wrong.
That's why I do research. I mean,
Yeah,
we have Google. We now this,
yeah.
this is basically a supercomputer in your pocket. So I say like with everything going on, this is a good topic. I like this topic.
Yeah, me too.
And which is crazy is that I kind of spoke to someone at Waymo because I now have friends that work at Waymo. I haven't seen him in a while. I'll probably message him up to see if he wants to be on this
Sure.
and stuff that maybe we could talk on AI and stuff. And also, you know, the AI stuff is going to be super, super more powerful in the coming years. You already got NVIDIA, who
Yeah.
perhaps, perhaps maybe worth 5 trillion.
Give or take, yeah.
They overtook Apple. They overtook
A bunch of companies.
a bunch of companies, and I think what I think is that's also the future. And they're just getting better and better and
Mhm.
better. And they're probably going to invent something even more powerful than AI. And I think that's going to make so if you want to, maybe, get some stocks on it, be kind of
Again,
smart.
yeah,
But
and
also do your research. Also, stocks should have been bought maybe from a while ago, I believe.
just so we're clear, we're not telling you what to buy or anything. We're not financial advisors of any sort, just for the record. But at the end of the day, do as you see fit. Do what you think is right for yourself.
Right. So there's everything. Also with crypto too, financial advisors, crypto's a lot of things that I was involved in the past 5 years.
Right.
I used to thought of it was a scam, not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Some people still do. I think crypto and that is so we're gonna overtake the euro, it's gonna take the dollar, it's gonna take the yen, it's gonna take a lot of those other currencies because in the future I believe crypto will be more valuable than gold.
That's a bold claim, just saying.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be because no one really uses gold as much. I mean, what are you gonna put gold outside your house? You're gonna buy something with gold? I don't think no one's gonna buy something with gold. They probably will trade it, but I don't think everyone's gonna buy something with gold.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And then, I mean, the thing about gold is that it's kind of the hedge against inflation.
Yeah,
So it was kind of like you can. I know that, like during the recession of 2008, the COVID recession of 2020, 2021, people were the gold prices were going up. Even if you look at the dot-com bust in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, gold prices were going up too. So it's kind of like it was kind of like that where it's like when the economy is doing well, people don't buy gold a whole lot. Gold prices just go up during like the bad times, I guess you can say.
yeah. So also, I was kind of thinking if you could put on the stocks,
Hmm.
how the stocks are right now. then also on what crypto is on right now. I think crypto's super low right now, and I think right now is probably the best time to buy it because again, we're not financial advising people, but my opinion, I think it's the best time to buy is when it's low, then when it's high, then when it's low again, then when it's
Yeah.
high. It's like the charts are always there. The charts don't lie. Um, but also, if you want, you can put the stocks if you like, or
I mean, I don't have access to that right now, unfortunately.
I think Google has them, right? I mean, I got a little. I mean, I'm not on the crypto account, but I'm on their thing right here. So everything on crypto right now is low.
Yeah.
Uh, so you got Bitcoin at 86K right now.
Yeah.
It used to be its all-time high was almost 200,000, I believe.
Damn.
And or no, not 200,000. I think it's 120,000
Okay.
actually. If it
Either
was
way, that's a lot of
200,000,
money.
yeah, if it was 200,000, it would have been up. But so yeah, so these are if someone wants to get into crypto, these are the safest ones you can get, of
Again, we're not
course.
suggesting you buy anything. Do your research, do your homework on everything that we have discussed so far, and we'll discuss in this video. Um, yeah, just do your homework, then decide how to plan your investing
Yeah,
properly.
yeah. And it's a
There are,
lot of risk. It's a
yeah,
lot of risk.
there is a lot of risk. You're
It's a
guaranteed
lot
to
of
lose
risk.
money.
I'm not
It's
gonna
never
lie,
worth it.
I have lost a lot of shit. So but I think that goes with anyone like investing or anything. You
Yeah,
sometimes lose the shit, you sometimes and also gain a lot of shit. So,
yeah,
it could there's pros and cons in everything. So
true.
and again, do your research. That's what
Yeah.
there's computers are for.
And
Um
there are smarter people than both of us. Just saying. Who
oh
are
yeah, they're
especially like,
smarter. Oh, they're super smart people.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if you want to dive more into this, we highly suggest talking to a financial, let me take that back. We highly suggest talking to a licensed financial advisor if you want to like really discuss this. But like I said, there are smarter people than both of us out there in the world.
Mhm. I also believe in yeah, I mean, were you in a financial district when you were in the city, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So the financial district is one of the most important part of the cities in the city because they have a lot of banks and everything. And I gotta tell you, once I went to the Equinox in Financial, which is on Pine Street, it used to be an old stock exchange.
nice.
And the locker room was the vault, which is pretty badass. And so yeah, so I got some of my friends that work in a financial district in the city. So I probably would hit them up. Hey, like, hey, you guys are interested? Maybe they could talk something or some stuff
Yeah,
like that. I do know I have some friends. They're always open. One of them's like super open minded to talk. He works at BlackRock,
nice.
so we can have him on the show. I'll message him probably tomorrow. Ooh,
Yeah.
get sleepy.
Yeah,
And
it's been a
tomorrow's
long day
my
for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the city, San Rafael for a little bit, then I drove back down. Yeah, I was out. I'd probably say I was out maybe around 10, and I haven't gotten back until like 5:30 or somewhere like that.
Yeah, it's been a long day for both of us.
Yeah, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday,
Uh,
so
happy birthday.
I'll tell her. I'll tell her. And so yeah, again,
Happy birthday to the mama bat.
well, dude, I'll ask her. I mean, I'll tell her. I'll tell her. Yeah. So again, this is a very good topic. I mean, after this episode, I'm probably gonna look at a lot of financial stuff. So maybe we can bring it on to the other episode, have
Yeah,
maybe more knowledge. You kind of caught me off guard a little bit on this topic today.
yeah, I know.
I was not expecting talking financial, but it is important, especially me. I just spent hella freaking load of money these past couple. weeks.
Yeah. As did
Um,
I.
I bought a new pair of headphones, for travel instead of using ear pods, use headphones. And because I was um so because I won't lose those, they're bigger to notice.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, so I think almost the stocks are down. Let me check what are the stocks right now.
Yeah, stocks are down, unfortunately. I checked my personal stock account earlier today, and I lost, like I said, I lost a grand on the stock market today.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably would talk to some people. Oh, and probably to talk to some people, and we'll get them on the show for next, maybe the next episode if you want to do the financial one next week too.
Yeah.
Or maybe since I'm not doing much this weekend, maybe we could record one if you're down
True.
this weekend.
Yeah. I'll be
So
down.
I do know that this weekend is just gonna freaking rain in the Bay Area. We're gonna have like a big strong storm, so probably not
Yeah.
gonna be going out, but so I'm probably gonna be at home just chilling. So we might do one Friday, we might do another one Saturday.
Might do another one Sunday. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And yeah, well, think we'll talk about more financial on the next one too as well.
Yeah. I mean, the main reason I wanted to talk about this is because I was literally watching another podcast like and they were talking the podcast topic that I saw was like money and like how it's okay to like to want stuff as long as you do it
Yeah.
legally.
As long as you
Excuse
do,
me.
as long as you do, that is true.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I'm saying as long as you do it legally, I know that goes without saying, but like I feel like I need to say that.
Right, right.
And in my opinion, again, this is just my own opinion, if you have a goal or if you have a dream that you want to own, let's just say a certain type of car, it's fine as long as you get a certain type of car, save up,
Or a house.
or
I'd say a
house,
house. Yeah.
or like whatever. I'm not. I cars was the first thing that popped in my mind. But like, if you want, let's say $100 million house, you can go get $100 million house as long as figure out a plan to get to buying that house. Excuse me. But unfortunately, I know there's a lot of people who say, "Why do
This
you need?"
also takes a lot of risk.
Yeah, of
Takes a
course, it
lot
takes
of
a lot of
risk.
risk.
Yeah.
But I know there's going to be a lot of people who say, "Why do you need $100 million house when you can use that money to donate to charity or help somebody else out?" I mean, yeah, which
Here,
by the way,
this
you can, 100% you could.
this it is true. I
Yeah,
mean, you can do that, but also, like I said, do research on very most important organizations.
yeah,
Because look, everyone, the whole world, I mean, Europe, us donated to Haiti, right?
yeah,
During the earthquake that they got back in 2010 or 20 around there.
yeah,
And guess what? It looks worse.
hmm
You
yeah,
know, sometimes the people that work in the country, the politicians, whatever, they took all that money and they flew out of the country.
yeah,
And the country's in
literally,
chaos. So I feel like people should do more. I mean, this is why we live in a greedy world. You got all these people, right?
yeah,
Super wealthy. Some do help. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them probably do help, but also we need to do more. I
yeah.
mean,
I agree with that. I
if
mean,
you look at, I mean, if you travel, because I traveled to Latin America, I traveled to, yeah, basically Latin America, I think it's one of the poorest regions I've seen. I was like, damn, how lucky we are, it's just,
100%.
but also, if you go to Europe, the same thing. It's like how lucky like, they are too, because, Europe and here are most developed at least.
Yeah,
But if you go like, some Asia's developed too.
yeah.
And, and like, if you go like Costa Rica, I mean, I saw a guy walking with a machete. Do that out right out here. You're gonna call in the cops. You know, you see a guy
True.
walking in with a machete or something. Um, but just tells you like the more countries need to be developed. Excuse me. And I do know there's a lot of politicians in those other countries like that take the money or controlled by other things. For example, you know, it's been happening a lot in Latin American countries from what I've seen. And I remember talking to a guy at the airport when I was in Cancun coming back from Cancun.
Right.
And these guys, they're Americans too. And these guys were pulled over by the police and told them, hey, like, it's only like, give me money or I won't arrest you or anything or something like that.
Damn,
Something like
they're
that.
asking for a bribe.
Yeah, not that it's the other way around. They were asking for money. It's like, but it's just like it's like what the heck. Um Over there they're controlled or something that's not supposed to. I think it's like all the cartels and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But but it just tells you like, money and that's doing money the wrong way.
Yeah.
Um so I always suggest do your research, take some risk. It's all about taking risks. I have to make it there, you gotta take some risks
The
and
only correction,
sacrifices.
yeah, I fully agree with what you just said. Just one correction. Educated risk. That's it. Because like you can take a like you living life is risk in general. You can whatever you do, it's risk. But if you have the knowledge behind prior to the decision, I know that's not they may not apply to every single situation, but if you get like have them in like the knowledge and like their understanding of okay, if I choose option A, here are the consequences. If you choose option B, here are the consequences. It'll be a better decision making. That's all. That's
Hmm.
just my own opinion.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Think. Yep.
yeah. And at the end of the day, if you make let's say 100K a year, again legally, it's okay for you to spend that 100K as you see fit, but I know there's a lot of people and especially in America, who will say who will use that 100K to spend 200K or like more than that, but which I personally don't agree with.
Yeah. I mean, it's the person's money. They could do whatever they want with it.
Agreed.
Um, yeah, I just say probably invest it.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
my thing is that you have to. I'm kind of Dave Ramsey-ish in the sense. What I mean by that is like I would like to have some cash in the bank to pay the utility bills, pay the mortgage, rent, whatever the case might be, and then take some like for me, for example, I have a system where I take part of my money every month or every 2 months or whatever and put it into the stock market or into a CD and then try to grow it. That system may not work for you, or anyone who's watching or listening to this. But and then I know Just Peace Singh from the Minorities Mindset has his own system too that works for him. So, but you have to develop a system that works for you to pay all the bills, electricity bill, all that stuff, and also invest your money
yeah,
because you can have the billions of dollars and still be depressed and miserable.
that is true. I actually know quite a people like that. I would say probably take us an advice. Build wealth quietly,
True.
spend less than you earn, invest the difference constantly, and let time do the talking. That's
Exactly.
all I can say.
Excuse me. And the only thing I would add to that is find out easy ways to make money. Like I don't want to say stupid ways to make money, but like easy ways to make money. For example,
Right.
like if you have a car, and you obviously one of the things you need to do is to get gas every, let's say every week, for
Just
example.
got gas today and
Yeah,
31 bucks in the hybrid. I was paying like 65 or around there
yeah.
in my old
Out here in the Bay Area, gas is
car.
expensive. So when I say that, like,
Yeah.
there's an app called Upside, which by the way, I highly recommend people use. Not a sponsor, but we'll take your money for sponsorships if they want it, but not a sponsor. I use Upside, for example, and I save some money, or I won't say some, but a lot of money on gas. Same thing with I think there's another app called there's other apps out there who that say that'll save you money on other things. I don't know what apps there are or anything, but like that's what I use. So like I can vouch for Upside at least, and you can use that money to you know pay off the credit card or whatever the case might be.
Right. Um, Good. That's very good stuff what you just said too.
Yeah.
Um, Trying to think what else what I can say, but I don't think I got much right now. Kind of sleepy and tired. But yeah, this is a good topic. I mean, this is something I was kind of talking with a friend of mine and stuff, and um and stuff. But every dollar a person saves becomes the worker of their future self. So
True.
yeah, I mean, I need to get a financial advisor. I mean, I'm not smart. Every time I have money, I always spend it.
Yeah. And I used
Got
to be like that
got a
too, unfortunately.
got a new phone, got a new car,
Yeah.
got some headphones today, which I didn't even need to use. I need to. But I bought them for instead of paying like, 340, whatever it was, I paid like 100 something at Apple. They were
Right.
having like a sale thing. So I was like, all right, fuck it, buy it.
And going to sales isn't like a bad thing either. Like I know that people will say, "Oh, um, sales are there for a reason."
Yeah, I mean, without sales, I mean, sales I feel is the heart of a company
True.
because, you know, Apple with this,
Yeah.
phone, need to sell it, right?
Yeah.
My laptop is Apple. Um, you know, sells like, cars, if someone's selling a car, um, you know. So I see it as a big thing. And that's what I was going to get into as well after, sorry,
Yeah.
after gym jobs, because the only thing is I don't have to sit down too much and then talk. Hey, like, but money's money. But probably gonna get into sales because I have a lot of my friends are in sales. A lot of them are also on sales. Some are also doing other things, like executives.
I mean, technically, we all are in sales, technically, if you think about it. We're
Right?
all selling each other, selling ourselves to prospective jobs, prospective clients, stuff like that. We're all technically in sales.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was also going to do the personal training thing. I mean, you're selling yourself basically as well,
Yeah.
and that too. So I see that as a good company to do. I just need to get on that. I mean, it's like accident. I don't even doing shit, but I got to get back into it.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe start something. I always
Yeah.
want to start a business, and I think you and I can do it.
Yes,
We
sir.
just have to
Oh,
you just have to put a lot of heart and effort and sweat and blood in it.
yeah. That's very true, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any financial things you want to ask before we end it up?
I'm gonna reach out to my financial advisor to see if she wants to join for
Right.
a later episode about this. She works at
Nice, nice.
Schwab, so maybe she can join us.
Charles Schwab?
Yeah,
Charles Schwab? Yeah, yeah, nice,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, because I was kind of like, I got a friend that works at Charles Schwab, but I need to talk to him a little bit more.
yeah,
I haven't talked to him, and he's my friend's friend, so,
yeah. I
but I
understand.
could
I'll
put,
talk to my.
I,
I'll actually send out an email tomorrow morning to see if she's interested.
yeah,
I know it's the end of the year, so w- timing may not be perfect,
yeah, I
but
heard my other friend, Phil, who works at Silicon Valley Bank as a data analyst, I believe.
yeah,
Um, he says that everyone that works in financial or bank, at least around this time, or at least this position, are super busy March,
yeah,
until March. Because him and I, we were going to do the Cancun trip for the new year,
hmm,
but also my car accident kind of changed it all, and then
yeah,
he doesn't want to go by himself or with another, just them two. Um, so he told me like at least March is the least busy because right now they got to do all the data from this year, you
yeah,
know. So I'll still talk to him. He'll probably get on the show. He's super cool. He probably could give you some financial advices or not financial advice. I mean, he works at a bank, so or at least some tips or whatever, you know.
yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll end it here then. With that being
Yep, yep.
said,
And I went to the game Niners this past weekend too.
did the Niners win?
Yeah, yeah. We played the Tennessee Titans. We smashed them. Now
Shit.
tomorrow's a big game. You got the Rams and the Seahawks playing Thursday night. So,
You mean tonight?
uh, I mean
Yeah.
tonight's Wednesday night.
Oh,
It's
that's right.
still
Here's Wednesday.
Wednesday. So
Sorry,
yeah, so
tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah, 'cause tomorrow's my mom's birthday too, and then you
Yeah.
got this Thursday night football game. So hopefully the Seahawks beat the Rams.
Hopefully the Shithawks win. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll end it
All
here.
right. Yeah.
With that being said, have a good one. See you in the next episode. Peace.
Peace.